seventh show. And we're so excited that you're here, and we're so excited about all the support the show's been getting. We're in a very competitive region, and unfortunately we placed 6th, but we still did very well, and I'm still very proud of them. And
by the way, I'm Elizabeth Bennett, and
I'm Amanda Southern.
We were the assistant directors / technical directors, set designers, lots of things.
We did a lot, and we do it because we love it, and we love that you're here.
We do. And feel free to clap and laugh, because that's what you need to do. It will give you a much better show because it builds everyone's energy. We have a, sorry. Okay. We'll just get down here.
Oh, that's more than I thought it was.
Sorry, this wasn't.
Suppose Harold comes back.
He's not coming home till tomorrow.
He's mad about his antiques. What do you think he'll say if he finds out we've stolen them?
We haven't stolen all of his furniture, just 3 chairs, the sofa, the lamp, the table, and the bowl.
And the Buddha. Look at it, sitting there, just sitting there. All happy like it knows what we've done.
We'll put everything back as soon as Mr. Bamberger leaves.
Darling, George Bamberger's a multimillionaire. He's coming here to see the work of an unknown sculptor.
If you ask me, it would be much better if he saw me as I really am. A poor artist.
But it certainly won't impress Daddy. Remember, he's coming too.
As if I could forget. And what if Bamberger doesn't like my work?
He will, darling.
I need a tonic.
You're what Daddy calls a determined defeatist.
The more I hear about your daddy, the more I hate him. I loathe military men anyway.
Why?
Because I'm a complete physical coward. He'll smell on my breath.
Daddy's only a bully when he thinks people are afraid of him.
Well, I am.
What on earth could he possibly do to you?
He could refuse to let me marry my bunny muffin.
Oh, sweetie Peg.
I like you in blue. I've never seen you look so lovely.
Friend, has there been any more before me?
Thousands.
Seriously.
Seriously? None.
What about that girl in the photo?
She lasted about 3 months.
When?
2 years ago.
What was her name?
Claire.
What was she like?
She was a painter. Very honest. Very clever. And just about as cozy as a steel razor blade.
Then why do you still have her picture in your bedroom drawer?
It's just there. Give me a kiss. No one in the world kisses like you.
Did you like it better with her or with me?
What?
Kissy Peg.
People will be here in a minute. Put on a record. Make sure it's something your father likes.
Daddy only likes military marches.
I think I have one. It's called Marching and Murdering with Sousa.
How do you show the photograph?
It's the last note on the left. Let us pray. Oh, dear God, please let this evening go all right. Let Mr. Bamberger like my work. Let Carol's monster father like me. And never let my neighbor Harold Gorringe ever find out that we borrowed his precious furniture behind his back. Amen. Oh, God! We've blown a fuse!
Oh, no!
It can't be!
Oh, God, it is!
Oh, no!
Where's the fuse box?
It's in the hall.
Do we have any
some on the drinks table.
Where are the matches?
Oh, they should be over there.
Oh.
Darn, darn.
Oh, there. No.
Would you believe it? All right, I'm coming. Hello? No. No, I'm fine. Just fine. You? Darling, could you go up in the bedroom?
But I'm not finished down here yet.
Oh, yes, well, I just remembered. There's some matches up there.
God, how dreary.
Hello? Well, 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 well. No, I'm fine. Just fine. Fine. Stop saying what? Look, something's happened in the past month.
Gren, I can't see anything, please.
Well, yes, of course it has. You can't expect things to stay frozen now, can you?
Gren, there's nothing here. Don't we have any matches at all?
Oh, God, stop wailing! No, not you! Look, I'll call you tomorrow.
Who's that?
Did you find anything?
We've got to get some matches.
I'll try the corner shop.
Help! Please help me!
Miss Furnival, is that you?
Mr. Miller!
Yes?
Mr. Miller!
Yes!
Thank God you're here. I'm so frightened.
Have your lights gone too?
Yes!
It must be the main fuse.
Where's that?
It's in the cellar. No one's allowed to touch up the electricity people.
Oh,
Miss Furnival, do you have a match?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Miller. The dark just drives me crazy.
Darling, this is Miss Furnival from upstairs.
Oh, how do you do? Oh! Isn't this frightful? Yes, quite.
Hello. Operator, can you give me the electricity board, please? Thank you. Miss Furnival, do you have any candles?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Miller.
Yes, I'd like to report a power outage at 18 Scarletti Gardens. My name is Miller. Hold on!
Harold Gorge might have some candles. He's away for the weekend, but he always leaves his key under the mat.
That's a wonderful idea. I'll go and see, love. Oh, bugger!
You all right, Mr. Miller?
This is gonna be the worst night of my life.
Don't panic, darling. Oh, you're so right, Mr. Milton. We must none of us panic. Hello? Hello? This would have to happen tonight. Is it something special tonight, then? Have you ever heard of a German called George Bamberger? Indeed, yes. Isn't he the richest man in the world? Yes. Well, hello? Well, he's coming here tonight. Tonight? And to make matters worse, he's apparently stone deaf. How extraordinary. May I ask why he's coming? He saw some photos of Brinsley's work and apparently got madly excited about it. How exciting. It's his big break. He must get some help. Signal that thing. Hello? Hello? Oh, yes, I'm afraid we've had the most dreary blown fuse. We want a little man. Well, they can't all have the flu. Oh, please try. It's screamingly urgent. Sometime this evening. Miss Furnival, would you like some coffee? I can't drink coffee, but thank you. My psychiatrist strongly disapproves of me having caffeine.
Relax. Is everybody there?
In here, Daddy Pegs.
I'm stuck myself out of darn milk
We've
bottle.
blown a fuse. What a relief of light. This is my father, Colonel Melkett and Miss Furnival.
Good evening. And where's this young man of yours?
He's trying to find candles.
You mean he hasn't got any?
No.
I see. No organization. Bad sign.
Daddy, please. It could happen to any of us.
Not to me. What the heck is that?
It's some of Brinsley's work.
This is by Jove. And how much does that cost?
I think he's asking $500 for it.
My goodness.
Do you like the apartment, Daddy? He's furnished it very well, hasn't he? I mean, it's rich, but not gaudy things.
Very elegant. I can see he has excellent tastes.
Good heavens! That photo so closely resembles the one that Harold Gorge had.
It must have cost a pretty penny.
You know Harold Gorge? Oh, very well. He has such lovely... Oh, this furniture. Surely, my goodness. Daddy, why don't you have a look back there? It's Brent's studio. There's something I particularly want you to see.
What?
It's a surprise. Go have a look.
Very well, Dumpling.
Miss Furnival, you're a sport, aren't you? I don't know. What's this furniture doing in here? I know, we've done something absolutely soda. It's the most precious piece he owns. It's worth thousands.
Oh, please, you won't give us away, will you, Miss Furnival? Oh, please, please.
Very well.
Oh, thank you, Miss Furnival. You're an absolute angel. Do have some coffee. Oh, you can't, can you? We'll have a soda.
That I won't refuse.
Well, it's certainly very interesting. And that's supposed to be sculpture?
It is.
They'd make great garden tools.
That's not very funny, Daddy.
Well, there's no point to wasting this. Hello?
Did you find anything?
There's a candle in there. I don't know where it is. Did you get the electricity, people?
They said maybe later.
Great. Not a stinking candle in the house, a deaf millionaire to impress, and your monster father to keep happy. Lovely. Good evening.
Prince, this is your father, Colonel Malkin.
Well. Fancy you being there all the time, sir. I'm expecting some dreadful neighbors, some neighbor monsters, monster neighbors. You know, they rang out, said they might come over. Well.
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 You seem to be in a spot of trouble.
No, it won't be the first blown fuse I've survived.
You've got no matches, right?
Right?
No candles, right?
Right.
No basic efficiency, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly.
By basic efficiency, young man, I mean the simple state of being at tension in life rather than at ease.
Oh, I'm certainly not at ease.
What are you going to do about it?
Do about it?
Don't have to, sir. I don't like it.
You don't like it. I'm sorry.
Now look here, this is an emergency. Anyone can see that.
No one can see anything. That's the emergency.
Very young, sir. Let's look at the situation objectively.
Right.
Problem, darkness. Solution, light.
Oh, very good, sir.
Weapons, matches, none. Candles, none. What remains?
Search me.
Flashlights, where can you get one?
The corner shop. But what time is it?
10:15, you can just make it.
Very well.
Good luck, darling.
Thank you, my sweet.
Stop that at once.
Hello? Hello? Who there?
He's back.
Oh, no!
Brensley?
Oh, come in here, Harold. We just blown a fuse.
Oh,
So you're back then?
yes. Who's here then?
I am Mr. Gorge.
Bernie?
Taking refuge. You know how the darkness makes me mad.
Oh, yes, I do.
Blasted thing. There we are. Who are you?
I'll do. Harold Gordon.
And this is Miss Carol Melkin.
Hello.
Let me take your raincoat, Harold.
Be careful, it's sopping wet.
You have no matches, I suppose.
Would you believe it, but I haven't.
What the hell did you do that for?
I was saving your wick, Colonel.
I got some matches.
You just said you don't have any.
Hey, what was that?
A draft. You know how no match ever stays lit in this room.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's up with you?
Nothing.
You got a dead body in here.
No. Have you been drinking? Certainly not.
Now look here! What is up with you?
Dangerous.
What?
We can all die. Naked flames.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In old buildings, they put the fuse box and the gas meter in the same cupboard.
So what about it?
Well, in an electrical blowout, the gas supply can be damaged.
I've never heard of that.
He's absolutely right. In fact, they told me about it over the phone. They said, whatever you do, don't strike a match until the fuse is mended.
Well, then how come you didn't warn me earlier, Dumpling?
I forgot.
Brilliant.
Goodness, we must take care.
We certainly must. Let's all have a drink.
What a great idea. Mr. Gorge, would you like one?
Well, I must say, that one come amiss. Excuse me, I'll just go clean up.
You can do that here.
Well, I must unpack anyway.
Do it later.
Oh, you weren't half bossy.
What will you have, Mr. Gorge? Vinny Vanilla or Jimmy Ginger Ale?
Well, I can see you're the funny one. I'll have a drop of Vinny Vanilla, please.
Young man, do I have to keep reminding you that you are in an emergency?
Oh, God, I had almost forgotten.
Well, please, sir, do get a light.
Yes, of course. Darling, can I have a word with you, please?
Yes, honey, I'm right over here.
What now?
Mr. Gorge, you'll never guess who's coming here tonight.
Who?
Guess.
The president.
Mr. Gorge, you are ridiculous.
What are we gonna do?
No.
Think!
What?
Think!
Is that boy touched in the head or something?
Touched? He's an absolute puppet.
What?
A duck. I've known him for years. There are not many secrets we keep from each other, I can tell you.
Really?
Yes, really. He's a very sweet boy.
We'll have to put all Harold's furniture back.
We can't.
We must! Can't bear the thought of anyone touching his treasures. Besides, Would you like to call me a thief in front of your father?
Well, come on, Bernie, who's coming?
It's someone with money.
Wells Fargo.
Carol.
How are we gonna do it?
Brinsley.
Oh, it's no use. You can't hear up there.
Just keep things going. I'll put everything back in the dark.
It won't work.
It has to. Trust me, darling.
Brinsley.
Yes, sir.
On the double, Miller.
Help is definitely on the way.
Would you like me to go with you?
No, no, no. Stay here. Enjoy yourself.
Well now, it's vanilla for Mr. Gorange, and I suppose it's orange soda for Daddy.
And just how are you going to do that in the dark?
I remember the exact way that I raise the flavors. It's very simple.
Oh, look, love, let me strike a match.
Oh no, please,
I'm sure that's not that difficult.
Do you want to blow us all up, Mr. Gorange? Oh, Mr. Bamberg, find the teensy, weensy bits of us. Very messy things.
Bamberger? Is that who's coming? George Bamberger?
Yes, to see Mr. Miller's work. Isn't it exciting?
Well, I never. He's known as a mystery millionaire. He's almost completely deaf and spends most of his time alone indoors with his collection. Why, that's the life. If I had that kind of money, that's just what I'd do. Collect all the classic furniture in China I want.
I've never met a real millionaire before. I've always wondered if they felt different from us. I mean, their actual skins.
Their skins?
Oh yes, I've always imagined they must be softer than ours, like the skins of ladies when I was a girl.
What an interesting idea.
Oh, yes. She's very fanciful, Bernie. Real good imagination, I always say.
Oh, very kind of you, Mr. Gorange. You're always so generous with your compliments. In my day, softness of skin was quite the sign of refinement. Nowadays, it's hard enough for us middle classes to keep ourselves decently clothed, let alone soft. My father always used to say, the game's up, my girl. We middle classes are as dead as a dodo. Poor father, how right he was.
Your father was a professional man, madam?
He was a man of God, Colonel.
Oh. How are those drinks coming, Dumpling?
Fine, Daddy.
Here, let me help you.
You can take this cherry soda to Miss Furnable if you want.
Very well.
Here you are, Daddy. Cherry soda for Miss Furnable.
Right you are, Dumpling. So your father was a minister?
He was a saint, Colonel. I'm only thankful he never lived to see the rudeness and vulgarity of life today.
Oh, you're so right, Bernie. Rudeness and vulgarity. That's it to a T. The manners of some people today are beyond belief. Honestly, did I tell you what happened to my shop last Friday?
No, Mr. Gorange, I don't think so.
Well, I just opened up. But who should walk in but that Miss Levitt? You know, the ginger-haired bit I've been telling you about? The one who thinks she's God's gift to bachelors?
Here's your drink, madam.
Thank you, most kind.
Anyway, she's got in her hand this vase I sold her last weekend. As a birthday present for an old geezer she's having a bit of a ding-dong with somewhere in the city, hoping to collect all its cash when he dies, as I read the situation. But I'm a good judge of character, as you know, Bernie. And she's a real grabber if I ever saw one. Anyway, so, she comes in.
Holy That's a rocking chair! I don't remember that being a glass of rocking chair here before.
Oh yes, you want to watch that. It's in real shabby condition. I've told Brent about it several times. Anyway, this vase, it's a nice bit of Kangxi, blue and white, with the good orange peel glaze. Absolutely authentic. And I'd let her have it for about $200, and she got infinitely less of a bargain. No doubt about that. Well, then she prances, her hair all done up in one of those bouffant hairdos, you know? Tardy, French-like. It would have looked fancy on a girl half her age with twice her looks.
My.
Exactly, you know the sort. And you know what she says to me? Mr. Gorange, she says, I've been cheated.
No.
Her very words, cheated. Hush up, I'm talking.
I'm frightfully sorry.
Anyway, oh, I say, and how exactly has that occurred, Miss Levitt? Well, quite by chance, I took this vase over to Bill Everett at the bazaar, and he says it's not what you called it at all. Chinese and very rare. He says it's a 19th century piece of English trash. Does he, I say? Does he? And I keep calm. I always do when I'm riled. Yes, she says, he does. And I think if you give me my money back.
How dreadful, Mr. Gorange. What did you do?
I counted to 10, and then I let her have it. In the first place, I said, I don't expect my customers to go checking up on my honesty behind my back. And the second, Bill Everett is ignorant as dirt. He doesn't know tang from ting. And in the third place, that applies to you too, Miss Levitt.
You didn't.
I most certainly did. And worse than that, I said, you happen to have in your hand a minor masterpiece of Chinese pottery. You're not even fit to hold an antique mason jar. Don't you come in here again. Don't you cross my threshold, because if you do, I won't hold myself responsible for the consequences.
My, how splendid of you, Mr. Gorange. Ugh.
Ah, I was perfectly fuming. I didn't care. Sorry.
Where are you, Daddy? I've got your drink.
Here, Dumpling.
Ooh, carry on, witch. Telling me about pottery.
Do you care for porcelain yourself, Colonel?
I'm afraid I don't know much about it, madam. I like some of that Chinese stuff. You get some very lovely colors like on the statue I saw when I came in here.
What statue's that, Colonel?
The one on the end table.
I wasn't aware Bryn had any Chinese stuff. What's it other than this statue?
Oh, well now, you've all got your drink. I would like to propose Daddy's regimental toast. Raise your glasses, everyone, to the dear old 25th Horse Regiment. On hope we travel till victory's gained.
I'll take to that.
Up at the old 25th.
Thank you, Dumpling. It was very touching of you.
Oh, that's Cherry.
Oh, how dreadful. This can't be Cherry.
Here, love, exchange with me. You get the Cherry. Colonel?
Here, sir.
Okay, let's try this again. Bottoms up.
Quite. This tastes like dish soap. Now look here, I can't stand another minute of this.
Daddy, please.
I don't care, Dumpling. If I blow us up, then I'll blow us up. This is ridiculous. What the devil are you doing there?
Now, Colonel, don't be rash. Isn't it the first rule of an officer not to put your men in unnecessary danger?
Don't be impertinent. Where's the flashlight?
The shop was closed.
You didn't go to the shop in that amount of time, surely.
Of course I did.
But it's 5 streets away.
Oh, I did.
Now look here. I may not know much about art, Miller, but I know a liar in the light, and I know one in the dark.
Daddy!
All the same, I'd like your oath you went down to that corner shop. Well?
Brinsley, Daddy's talking to you!
Of course I know. He's absolutely right. I just had to think it over for a moment.
What's your answer then?
I couldn't agree with you more, sir. That was a very perceptive remark you made there. Almost witty. Well, it was witty. Why be ungenerous?
Are you trying to be funny, young man?
I'll try anything once.
I say, this is becoming a bit unpleasant, isn't it?
It's becoming dreary, Peg.
Let me handle this.
What's the handle, sir?
If you think I'm going to let my daughter marry a natural-born liar, you're very much mistaken, sir.
Mary?
Well, that's the idea.
You and this young lady, Bryn?
Are what's laughingly known as engaged.
Well, what a surprise.
Harold, I meant to tell you.
I always assumed there was more than a geographical closeness between us, but I was obviously mistaken.
Oh, don't get huffy, Harold. Please
There's no need to say anything. It'll just teach me not to bank on friendships in the future.
My goodness.
We haven't told anyone, Mr. Gorge. Not one single soul, Peg.
As of the moment, Dumpling, there's nothing to tell. And I'm not sure there's going to be.
Now, Colonel, we seem to have gotten off on the wrong foot. If it's my fault, I apologize.
My father always used to say, to err is human, to forgive divine.
I thought that was somebody else.
So many people copied him.
Can I help you, Miss Furnival?
No, thank you. I'm just getting myself another drink.
Sir, understand this. My daughter is very dear to me. You show me that you can look after her, and I'll consider the whole thing most favorably.
Most fair, sir.
Of course he can look after me, Daddy. In 5 years, Bryn's works are going to be world famous. And I feel just like Mrs. Michelangelo.
There wasn't a Mrs. Michelangelo, actually.
Wasn't there?
No, he had passionate feelings of a rather different nature.
Really, Mr. Gorringe? I didn't know that.
Harold, I'm sorry if I've hurt your feelings.
You haven't.
Please forgive me.
I don't know if I can contemplate a friendly relationship with a viper.
Remember, to err is human, to forgive divine.
You just said that, madam.
Did I?
Honestly, Mr. Gorringe, it really is a case of forgive and forgetty, Peg.
Is it really, Pigs?
Come on, have another drink. I'll have one with you.
All right. I don't mind if I do.
Let me get it for you.
Ta, I must say, there's nothing nicer than having a chat with a pretty girl.
You haven't even seen me yet.
Oh, I just know it. Brinsley's always had wonderful taste in women. Harold!
Don't be silly, Brent. I saw a picture of one of his bits from 2 years ago, and I must say she was pretty stunning.
Oh, you must mean Clea. Yeah, she's been around a long time.
Has she?
Yes. Or am I speaking out of turn?
No, not at all. I've told Carol all about Clea. Though I'm surprised you consider 3 months a long time.
What was she like?
I suppose you can hardly remember her, Harold.
Why on earth shouldn't I?
Well, speaking that it was 2 years ago.
2 years?
2 years!
Oh, well, now that you mention it, I remember her perfectly.
Was she pretty?
No, not at all. In fact, she was rather plain.
She wasn't.
I'm just giving my opinion, Brinsley.
You've never given it before.
I was never asked. For one thing, she had teeth like a picket fence, yellow and spiky. Another, she had bad skin.
Quite right, Mr. Gorange. A strange grayish color and very coarse.
Aye, that's right, coarse.
And rather lumpy.
Very lumpy.
This is disgraceful.
Oh, you knew I never liked her, Brinsley. She was far too clever and sneaky.
And so tiresomely bohemian.
You mean she was as pretentious as her name? That photo I found her in showed her in a black mini, a sort of a sultry peasant blouse, dark eyeliner, and a gaudy Peg's ebony black scarf. She could have been Miss Maud World of 1966.
What's the matter with you, Harold? That's not very funny.
With me?
Well, it certainly wasn't the Colonel.
What was it, sir?
Clea? Clea?
What?
Nothing, sir. I was just remembering her. She was beautiful, and anyway, Harold, didn't you just say I was famous for my taste in women?
Aye, but it had its lapses.
Nonsense! She was tender and considerate and adorable in every way.
You told me she was as cozy as a steel razor blade.
Did I? Surely not.
You said to me in this room, she was a painter, very clever, very honest.
And just about as cozy as a steel razor blade. I said it, so what?
So nothing!
Oh, that boy isn't touched in the head. I don't know the meaning of the word.
What's all this talk about her being kind and tender all of a sudden?
She could be, on occasion.
Very rare occasions, I imagine.
Not so rare. Not so rare at all.
Meaning what exactly? Brinsley, I'm talking to you!
I can explain. Go up to the bedroom and wait for me there.
Now? Do you think this is quite the moment?
God, I wasn't talking to you!
I think he wants you upstairs. For what purpose? I couldn't begin to imagine.
Journeys in and lovers' meetings, as my father always used to say.
What a strikingly original father you seem to have had, madam.
What is it, darling?
Nothing. It's all back except for the sofa, and I've covered that.
You mean we can have lights?
Yes. No!
Why not?
Never mind.
Well, then why did you want me in the bedroom?
I don't. Go away.
Oh, charming!
I didn't mean that.
What in the world could be going on up there?
Nothing, Colonel.
Oh, Colonel, let me get you another frame.
No thanks. I can get one for myself. Let me get you one.
No, I'll manage on my own.
What economy is going on?
Nothing. George Bamberger's only coming to see my work tonight, and he's blowing a main fuse.
Is that the reason for all this secretive talking?
Look, I can't talk about this now.
Who is that frightful gem?
Just a friend.
She sounded more than that.
It's Carol. I've told you about her before.
The idiot debutante?
We've become very good friends in the last 6 weeks.
How good.
Just good.
What was it you wanted to tell me on the phone tonight?
Nothing.
You're lying.
Look, Clea, if you ever love me, then you'll just slip away quietly, and I'll come around later and explain everything.
I don't believe you.
Please, Clea, please. Please.
What could he be doing up there?
Maybe he's got that Clea hidden away and they're having a one-on-one discussion.
No one in the world kisses like you.
I missed you so badly, Bryn. I had to see you. Bryn, I made the most awful mistake walking out.
Clea, please.
I mean, we've known each other for 4 years. We can't just throw it all away.
Look, I simply can't talk about this now.
You don't want me down there?
No.
Then I'll just be waiting right here.
That's a horrible idea.
Brinsley! Oh, very well. You can explain later.
Not tonight, Cleo.
Either let me stay, or I come down now and discover your sordid secrets.
There is no sordid
Then
secret.
you won't mind me coming down.
Oh,
Brinsley!
oh God. Fine. Stay. Only keep quiet. Blackmailing wench. Yes, darling.
What on earth is going on up there?
Nothing. I was just looking for some matches.
Are you trying to mad me, Miller? I warned you. In my old days in the regiment, I was known for my purries.
I may knock your teeth in.
What did you say?
Brent, how dare you talk to my daddy like that?
I wasn't talking to Daddy like that.
Then who are you talking to?
I was talking to myself. I was saying, if I keep on groping about up here, I just may knock my teeth in.
Brent, I know there's something going on up there, and I'm coming up to find out what it is.
Carol, no.
I know when you're hiding something very foxy.
Darling, please. I'm sure the Colonel wouldn't approve of you coming in a man's bedroom in the dark.
I'm coming up, Brinsley.
I'm coming down.
Hello, please. Mr. Miller, I've come as was arranged.
My God, it's Bamberger.
You must have thought I was never coming.
We've blown a fuse.
You'll have to speak up. He's stone deaf.
We've blown a fuse. Not the best conditions for seeing sculpture.
Please, not to worry. Here.
Oh, what a relief!
Do you always travel with a flashlight?
Mostly, yes. It helps to see details. You are holding a private view?
Oh no! I was just going. I'd hate to distract you.
No, not on my account, dear lady.
Oh.
May I present Colonel Melton?
Great honor, sir.
No, mine.
Miss Carol Melton.
It's terribly kind of you to take such an interest!
Not at all.
Harold Gorge.
How do? I say it's a real thrill meeting you.
And Miss Furnival.
Delighted. But why do you all shout at me? I am not deaf.
You said he was.
Right, he was.
My father was.
Please, I am pressed for time. If I might just be shown where to go.
Yes, darling, could you show our guest into the studio?
With his flashlight?
What?
The sofa. Get him out of here.
Oh, yes!
Oh! Good gracious. What an extraordinary object.
Oh, that's just a spare piece.
Spare, maybe. But fascinating.
Yes, well, you should see my main collection.
One amazement at a time, if you please. In this gluttonous age, it is easy to get visual indigestion. Very hard to find visual Alka-Seltzer. Permit me to digest this first.
Oh, yes, of course. There's no hurry. No hurry at all. Only, why don't you digest it in the dark?
I beg your pardon?
You'll never believe it, sir, but I was actually working on a very interesting theory. I say art should be felt and not seen.
Amazing.
Yes, I call it my theory of factual tactility. Give me the flashlight and try it for yourself.
Very well. I will.
Thank you. Now, just reach out your arms and feel it all over. Have a good, long feel.
Amazing. Absolutely incredible. Like this, the piece becomes a masterpiece at once.
Does?
Jawohl. I feel it here and here. The two means of mental rest, self-love and self-hate, leading to the same point. That is the meaning of the work, isn't it?
Oh, yes, of course.
Of course. Come, give me my light. I will christen it for you. My light.
Brinsley!
Oh, yes, of course.
I wish to illuminate my own illumination. Done. Now, I christen this the spirit of Shakespeare. See? My body, and Hamlet. Malvolio, as you know, was sick of self-love. Hamlet of self-hate. He could not love others because he could not love himself. This is an old disease, diagnosed long ago by St. Augustine. Oh, I hope I do not lecture. It is a fault with me.
It's absolutely profound, isn't it?
It certainly gives you something to think about.
No, listen to you, sir.
Well, you should charge him at sums for work like this, Mr. Miller. How much is his fine?
$50!
Very cheap. Me?
Perhaps you'd like to see the rest of my work.
I have no more time.
Well,
Well, would you like it then?
Very much.
$500?
Sir, if I had it.
According to the Sunday Gazette, you're worth at least $500 million.
The Sunday papers are notoriously ill-informed. According to my last bank statement, I was worth $172.38.
You mean you come broke?
No, I mean I never had any.
Now look, I know millionaires are supposed to be eccentric, but this is getting a bit tiresome.
Patty, shh!
Millionaires?
Mr. Bamberger, is that some kind of joke you like to play?
Excuse me, that is not my name.
it isn't?
No, my name is Schupperty. Franz Schupper. Born in Weimar in 1905, student of philosophy at Heidelberg in 1934, refugee to this country in 1938, and regular employment ever since with the electricity board.
Electricity? Electricity!
You mean you're not?
Of course he's not.
Who did you imagine I was?
How dare you?
Please.
Of all the nerve coming in here giving us a lecture about art, the whole time you're here simply to mend the fuses.
Miller, if you'll kindly show this young man his work.
Certainly. The names are in the hall. There's a trapdoor in the cellar. If you don't mind.
Why should I mind? It's why I came here after all. Now there is a really beautiful chair.
Why don't you just go down to the cellar? Darling, could you open the trapdoor, please?
Me? Yes, of course.
Well, there. I leave the light of art for the dark of science.
Have a little less your lip, shall we?
This isn't happening!
Don't be upset, Brinsley. Mr. Bamberger will come and give you $50,000 for your whole collection. And then we can buy a super modern house and live what's laughingly known as happily ever after.
Shh!
What? I don't want to live in a slum. What's the matter with you?
The gods are listening. They've given me a terrible night so far.
Aw, I know you've had a filthy evening, but I don't give a fig about those naughty old gaudy pets. I'll fight them. Ah, it's raining! I'm all wet!
Don't be ridiculous.
Hey, what's going on here?
What the devil are you shouting for?
It's a pipe break!
Good God! Don't tell me there's someone else in here.
Who's there? Come on, I know you're up there.
I bet you it's Miss Punnett.
Who?
My cleaning woman. She cleans for me on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
It's Sunday.
Oh, yes, well, I just remembered. She rang up and said she might look in about 6 to tidy up the place.
Well, first, let's see if it's her. Mrs. Punnett? Mrs. Punnett!
Hello? Yes?
Good heavens, Miss Punnett. What on earth are you doing up there?
I'm just giving your bedroom a bit of a tidy, sir.
At this time of night?
I know how you like your bedroom nice and clean when you're giving one of your parties.
Yes, of course.
When did you get here, madam?
Just a few minutes ago, sir. I didn't want to disturb you, so I came on up here. Good heavens, it's as black as night up here. Are you playing one of your saucy games, Mr. Miller?
No, we've blown a fuse.
Oh, a fuse. I thought it might be one of them games in the dark, sir. Sardines or Piccadilly, the kind that ends in a general squeezer. I know you're rather partial to those kinds of games, Mr. Miller.
No, we've blown a fuse. The lights should be on any minute.
Well, that'll be a relief for you, won't it?
Why don't you just go on home?
I'm sorry I couldn't come before, sir. You see, my Rosie's been taken sick again.
Yeah, well, there's nothing you can do here tonight.
Are you sure of that, sir?
Positive, thank you.
I mean, I know what this place can be like after one of your evenings. Bottles all over the floor. Girls' clothing.
You don't know, man, but you're in the presence of Mr. Miller's fiance.
Fiance? Well, I never. Oh, Mr. Miller, I'm so happy for you. And you never told me.
I was keeping a surprise.
Well, I never. Oh, how lovely. May I kiss you, sir, please?
Well, yes. Yes, of course.
Ah! Well, I never. I'm so pleased for you. And for you, Miss, too.
Oh, thank you.
And for you, sir.
Thank you.
You must be Miss Claire's father.
Miss Claire? I don't understand.
Well, I never. So you've got him at last. Well done, Miss Claire. I never thought you would. Not after 4 years.
No.
You must admit, 4 years is a long time to be courting one woman.
Miss Putnam, please!
4 years? Well, yes, dear. It's been all that and a bit more, really, hasn't it? And it's just in time. It was getting a bit prominent, your little bun in the oven.
Oh.
Oh, miss, I didn't mean that's why I popped the question. Of course not. He's always been stuck on you. He told me so not 1 week ago in this very room. Miss Punnett, he says, as far as I'm concerned, you can keep the rest of them. Miss Claire will always be at the top of the heap for me. Oh, I says, what about that debutante bit, Carol? The one you're always telling me about. Oh, her, he says. She's just a little bit of sweet candy.
Did you say 4 years, madam?
Yes, Colonel. 4 years in this room.
Hey, I know that voice. That's Clea.
Clea?
Claire?
Surprise, friend?
Leia.
I don't understand anything that's going on in this room.
I know. It is a very odd room, isn't it? Where everything happens the wrong way around. Rain falls indoors. The cleaning lady comes at night and turns into the nasty mistress.
You stinking little troublemaker.
Yes, I'm a biter, too. I just spent the morning sharpening up my long, yellow, spiky teeth, Harold.
Shut up, Claire! Just shut up!
Ah, at last, one real word of protest. Have you finished lying, then? Oh, you coward, you stupid coward. Just because you didn't want to marry me, did you have to settle for this lot?
Mary?
Mary?
Stop her, Daddy! Stop her! Stop her!
How can I, for goodness sake?
Oh!
Calm down, Dumpling. There, Daddy's here.
Are you sure that's your daughter's hand you're holding, Colonel?
What?
Let's all play Guess the Hand.
Good God.
Or would you rather play Guess the Lips, Harold?
How disgusting!
Well, that's me, dear. I'm Queen Disgust Peg.
You witch! I'll knock your teeth out!
Carol, stop!
I won't!
Carol!
I won't!
You're getting hysterical!
I want to go home!
Oh, I know I'm being awfully rude, but I do believe I left my iron on. Excuse me.
Brinsley, I'm afraid I'm going to, have to go check on Miss Furnival. I'm sorry.
Certainly. Thank you, Clea. Thank you very much.
Anytime.
You had no right.
No?
You walked out on me.
You should live in the dark, Brinsley. It's your natural element.
Whatever that means.
It means you don't really want to be seen. Why is that, Brinsley? Are you afraid if someone actually saw you, they would never love you?
Oh, go
I
away.
want to know.
Yes. You always want to know. Just pick away. Do you ever wonder why you have to do it?
Perhaps because I care about you?
Yeah, well, perhaps there's nothing to care about. Just a fake artist.
Oh, stop hitting yourself. I told you when I met you, you could either be a good artist or a chic fake. You didn't like it because I refused to give you blonde.
God knows, you certainly did that.
Is that what she gives you? 20 hours of ego massage every day?
At least our life together isn't the replica of the Holy Inquisition. I never had an affair with you, Clea. It was just 4 years of good times.
And don't say you didn't enjoy it.
Enjoy it? I hated every second of it.
Yes.
Every second.
I recall
The day you left for Finland was the happiest day of my life.
Mine too.
I sighed with relief.
Oh, so did I.
In fact, I went out dancing that very night.
So did I.
Well, good. Then that's just fine.
Fine.
Super.
Super.
It's great to see you looking so happy.
You too. Radiant with self-fulfillment.
Clea, if you felt this way, then why did you come back?
If you felt this way, then why didn't you tell Miss Punning I was still at the top of the heap?
I never said that.
You did?
Of course I didn't. You invented that 10 minutes ago.
Oh. So I did.
You know what? I'm not too sure she wasn't right.
No doubt it's very funny, both of you.
It is quite, actually.
Carol, I can explain.
Explain what? Take your stupid ring back.
Ah, my eye! My darn eye! That's more film, Miller!
Oh, you villain!
Oh, Light! Harold? What's the matter?
Have you seen the state of my most lovely apartment, Brinsley? Chair's turned absolutely upside down. And that's not all, is it?
All?
I wasn't aware I was living opposite a light-fingered Lenny.
Harold?
After all the years of looking after you, to have my best furniture stolen!
Harold, it was an emergency.
All I have to say about your little engagement is this. You deserve each other. You and that Nick.
Carol.
I'll just have my things and I'll be off. Item, 1 half-back sofa.
In the studio?
In the studio. Item, 1 lyre-back Regency chair.
In front of you?
Chum. Item, 1 coal port vase dated 1809.
Back there.
I'll come back for the chair and sofa later. This is the end of our relationship, Brinsley. Where's my raincoat?
Harold, don't.
Do you know how much this statue is worth? Do you?
Well, it didn't have a head.
Besides the fact, it was worth more money than you'll ever see in your entire life. Even if you sold every piece of this nasty, rusty rubbish.
You tell it.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to smash you, Brinsley.
Now, Harold, steady on. Don't be rash.
Yes. I'm very much afraid I'm going to have to smash you, Brinsley. Smash for smash. Damn! Yes, it is. Smash for smash. Smash for smash.
Well done, sir! I think it's time for the reckoning!
You've gone mad, Harold! Colonel, please, let's be reasonable. Let's not revert to savages. Harold, I appeal to you. You've always had a civilized instinct. Don't join the army!
Get him, Daddy, get him!
Carol?
Get him, Daddy!
Clea.
Guard, man! Be careful, Tumbly. Keep out of the way.
Hush up, Colonel. We can hear him breathing.
Oh, smart tactics.
Hello, please, Mr. Miller.
Oh, it's the electrician.
Hello, please.
Have you mended the fuses yet?
Are you going to leave us in the dark all night long?
Do not worry. The fuse is mended.
Well, thank God for that.
Hello, please, Mr. Miller. Where are you? Why this darkness? Is a joke, eh?
Oh, no! That is not very funny, good people. Because I am a foreigner? To imitate my voice? You Americans can be the rudest people on earth.
Mr. Miller, I have come to give attention to your sculpture.
Gott Himmel.
God, Himmel?
My God, it's Bamberger.
He's come?
Bamberger.
Bamberger? It's all right, Mr. Bamberger. We've blown a fuse, but it's okay now.
You'll have to speak up. He's deaf.
It's all Oh, you were right, Clea. Everything's okay. Just in the nick of time.
So, here's now an end to your troubles. Like Jehovah in this sacred testament, I give you the most miraculous gift of creation. Life.
Life.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, I wouldn't think you too soon if I were you, Princely.
Or I, if I were you, Princely.
No, not Pretty Winnie, if I were you.
Then take me, for I shall play God. For this said, and God said, let there be light. And there was, good people. Suddenly, astoundingly, instantaneously, inexhaustibly, and eternally. Light.
Oh my God, he has no friend.